ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಪಂಡ್ರಿ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Okay, let's get started. We'll start with the three omkara, regular three omkara that we do. Hands again in chin mudra. We'll start with the omkar. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, chant a, u, and ma. Okay. We'll start with the Bhastrika Pranayam. So Bhastrika is forceful inhale and forceful exhale. So we'll start with 20 strokes of Bhastrika, forceful inhale and forceful exhale. So the way we do it is when you inhale, the stomach bulges out, and then when it bulges out, and then when you want to exhale, don't get that energy through your stomach. The exhale, the energy to exhale, but let it come from the bottom of the groin, and then let that energy drive up and throw the air out. So that is where the Vastrika and Kapalbhati come in. So fast breathe in and fast breathe out. So if to start with, if since we're doing it as a first practice of asana, you can check your heart rate on your Fitbits or your Apple devices, and you'll see that the heart rate shoots up after doing the Vastrika. I don't know if Fitbit definitely doesn't have it, but if Apple Watches have, you can look at oxygen level that also shoots up. But the heart rate should shoot up after Bhastrika. So we'll start with 20 strokes of Bhastrika. we'll do one more round. Now, the last time we'll do one more round of Pastrika, but when we do this time, try to get into the Moolbandha. Moolbandha is, sucking up from the bottom. That creates a bottom lock, and let's try to be in Moolbandha. Uh, if it becomes unbearable, then you release for a couple of strokes and then again get back into it. So try to do as much as possible. And if it's absolutely unbearable, then definitely release. Let's start with the last stroke of a Bhastrika. we'll we'll start with sectional breathing. Hold your uh, hands parallel to your side, and then inhale, go up. Try to pull it up as much as possible. Exhale and down. Keep the neck straight. Forceful exhalation. When you exhale with putting a lot of pressure on your throat region. So it is last time. Next, hold your hands up. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, back. The last thing. Inhale, go up. Exhale, count down. So we'll do neck rotation around 3 times each side. And as you raise your neck up, inhale. As you bring it down, exhale. So back straight, neck straight. And then we'll do the slow neck rotation. Get the maximum stretch, chin to the chest, ears to the shoulder, and try and get the maximum stretch. Go slow, but get the stretch. If you're done with three times, change. So we'll do one more round of loosening exercise. Basically, the hands and wrist loosening exercise with breathing. So twist your hands, wrists, and then twist your fingers parallel. So it is this. So inhale and stretch out. Hands are straight. Exhale and bring them back. Next, outward. Next, shoulder rotations. Opposite. The last of our breathing practices is Anulom Vilom. So Anulom Vilom is alternate breathing, alternate nostril breathing. So inhale from one side, exhale from the other, and exhale from the second side, and then inhale back. Sorry, inhale from the other side. It's alternate inhaling and exhaling. But let's practice with the Mula Bandha again. If possible, try to get into the Mula Bandha to whatever extent you can. And then we'll also do the Ujjayi Pranayam. Ujjayi Pranayam as in you try to constrict your throat and you'll feel that nozzle effect. That helps you focus. So while we are doing the inhale and exhale pranayam, let's try to keep the focus on the breath. Trace the breath going in all the way to the stomach. Feel the expansion of the stomach, and then as it comes out, feel the stomach going in. So track the air going in and out. So that brings your meditational part. So hands ideally in chin mudra. So chin mudra there are multiple ways. This is the basic chin mudra. So to bring the focus, keep the wrist out of your knees and then hold it straight. Try and make sure you consciously hold it straight. Otherwise, it rests down, but bring it straight and hold in Chin Mudra. And try to get into Moolabandha. We'll do it 5 times, extremely slow. Okay, we'll start with the Adhomukha Svanasana, and then we have Marjarasana. Then we'll come to the sleeping poses, starting with Anantasana. So we'll start with Adhomukha Svanasana. Stay in the tabletop position. Back is straight. Feet is hip distance apart. Slowly raise your feet up and don't go into the asana, but try and get the stretch by cycling. Whenever comfortable, keep the heels on the ground. Get that stretch. Complete heels on the ground. Ears between the shoulders. And as a next step, try to push the hip behind. Slowly come down. Come to the Marjanasana. We'll do it one more time. Raise your heel. Put yourself on the heel. Now try to touch the chin to the chest and hips pushed behind. Come down in Marjanasana. Try to push your hips down and look up. Next, raise your back up and chin to the chest. Inhale and go back in the cow pose, cat pose. Push your hips down and neck up. Inhale. Exhale and go back. Let's do it for 5 times. Alternate. We'll next go to the Anantasana. So lie on the side. Keep the body straight. You have a tendency to bring it forward, but keep the legs straight as possible. Consciously make sure your body is in a straight line. And hands also pushed behind. Stay on the side. Try and get the stretch. Pull your legs down and neck up. Lower body is pulled down, upper body is pulling up. Get the stretch. Slowly bring your feet in front of your belly button. Hold the toes. And then raise up. This is more of focus and concentration because body is unstable. Keep the knee straight. As the next step, get the stretch. Back. If you're able to stretch your legs all the way up, try to extend the stretch between your legs. So that will be a hip opener also. So it's a composite asana, helps in many ways. So raise it up, stretch it so that your legs get up. Down. Let's do it for 3 more times. Faster ones. 1, 2, 3. Change the side. Get the stretch. Let your feet pull down. The lower body is pulling it down. Upper body is pulling it up. Get that stretch. When you got the stretch, now raise your feet, bring it in front of your belly button. Hold the toes. Go up. The other leg is straight. Keep it straight. Now, if you're here, try and pull it up and get the maximum stretch. Down. Up again. Get the stretch. Down. We'll do 2 more times, but faster. We'll continue with the Navasana.
I have a question.
Yeah.
While lifting the leg up,
Okay.
looks like my hands are short, so I have to bend the knees. I cannot do the straight leg.
Yeah, in that case, instead of bending the knees, okay, let me show you. Let me show you. So this is the ideal pose, but since the hands are short, don't bend the knees, but support it here.
Okay, good. Thank you
So
very much.
this way you'll not be able to, if you're not able to reach, you'll still get the effect of asana.
Okay,
But
thank
the
you.
knees are straight. Thank you. Okay. So we'll go to the Navasana series now. So we'll do Ardha Navasana, we'll do Purna Navasana, and then we'll do Nauka Sanchalanasana. And if after Nauka Sanchalanasana, if time permits, we'll go for cycling pose. So basically, go into the Navasana and then do the cycling. So in short, we can call it as kayaking. not even kayaking, pedal boating. Sorry. So, but we'll start with Ardha Navasana. Lie down comfortably. So, place both your feet and then pull them down. Hands are being pulled down. Neck is being pulled up. Relax. So now Ardha Navasana, either you can do it one leg at a time or we'll do it two legs at a time. So we'll go with both the legs raised up to about 15 degrees, not more than that, because uh, the more we raise the legs, the pressure comes up the abdomen. We want the pressure to be on the core of the abdomen. So gauge yourself 10 or 15 degrees up to your body. Next, when we raise it to the same 15 degree, raise our upper body also. Upper body also up to the same 15 degree. Maybe raise your back up, but not the complete upper body. Right? Let's do it for about 4 or 5 times. Try to keep the focus on the toes. When you're up in the air, focus on the toes and try to hold there as much as possible. One big hold. Last time. Next, we'll do the Nauka Sanchalanasana. This is now we've created a boat. Now let's row the boat forward. Uh, let's have a rowing stick in the hand. Go to the Navasana and then get the hand stretched out. Don't go all the way down. Opposite, row it back. Now again, come back to Navasana. And then go down. Let's do forward cycling for about 5 pedals and then we'll do the reverse cycling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opposite 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow cycling. 5. Uh, the next that we have is Shalabhasana. So we'll go with Shalabhasana. Let me So Shalabhasana is raising the leg. It's a lower body exercise, lower back exercise rather. Hands beneath the thighs, body is relaxed, toes together. Once the body is relaxed, slowly raise the right leg up. The beauty of this asana is if you raise, if you tilt yourself, the asana essence of asana is lost. But instead, keep the hips grounded and then raise only the legs. So let's do it with the other leg now. We'll do the Purna Shalabhasana, toes together and raise up. Now bring your hands to the side. As you raise your body up, raise your hands up also. Inhale, raise up, and then shallow breathing. Last time. The next asana that we'll do is Shalamba Shalabhasana. That's the supported Shalabhasana. Raise your right leg and support with the left knee. Get the stretch in hip region. Let the feet which is raised help get the stretch. And twist it and look over the shoulders to see your feet. We'll do it from the other side. Get the stretch. We'll go to the Bhujangasana. Feet together. Hands next to your chest. Slowly raise up. Bring it down. Raise it up. The last one. As you raise up, get further more stretch and raise it further up. Hands forward next to your shoulders. Last time, raise it. Down. Now we'll do the Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, a variation in Bhujangasana. Hands all the way down to the lower rib cage and try to pull it up. Try to pull your hip forward. Get the stretch. Hands again forward. Repeat the same, but you'll feel the stretch in a different position. Now look over the shoulder. Let's say from this side, look over the shoulder and look at your heels. Hands next to your chest. Look over the shoulder and look at the heels. Get the stretch on their side. Come back. Repeat it the same side. Do it the other side. One more time. The next asana that we have is Dhanurasana. Make yourself comfortable. Try and get the thighs together. You'll automatically get a stretch in your hands and necks. Slowly get into the Dhanurasana. It's a bow and arrow pose. It's a bow pose. As a complementary pose, go down to Shishika. We'll do the come to the tabletop position and let's start with the left leg. Bring the left leg parallel to the hands. This is a simpler variation in Kapotasana. Get the stretch. And then look up. Slowly go down. Raise your, put your hands forward and put the pranam position and relax. Feel the stretch. Every time you breathe out, You feel that your body is getting used to it. Slowly bring your hands forward and now twist on your side and look at the heels. Bring it back. Do the same thing with the other leg. Get the stretch. Slowly go down. Feel the stretch. Every time you breathe out, feel that your body is getting used to it. Slowly bring it back. And now twist from over the shoulder and look at the heel. Come back and go into the Shavasana. Put your hands and legs aside. Put your neck to the side, slightly tilted. Slow breathing and tracking your air going in and out. Trace the air going in and out. Bring the consciousness back. Gently support it, turn to your side. Eyes still closed. And sit. Hands in pranam posture. And we'll do the Sarve Bhavantu Sukhna together. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Thank you. If there are any suggestions or feedback, please let me know. I'll be happy to take that up.
Dhanyawad Prabhat ji. Just one question.
Sure.
While doing Bhastrika,
Okay.
you wanted us to do the Bandha also, Mula Bandha. But while doing Mula Bandha, are we supposed to exhale and then do the Mula Bandha? And
The
while
Moola
doing
Bandha is the only one of the forms of Bandha which can be done, which doesn't interfere with the regular breathing practice. So Moola Bandha can be done all the time. Even when we're sitting casually, we can do the Moola Bandha. So Moola
That's right.
Bandha can be done in any part, but Udiyan Bandha and Jalandhar Bandha, they cannot be done when the air is going in and out. So they need to be done where either air in or air out. So but Moola Bandha can be done anytime.
Oh, so while doing Anuloma Viloma, we can also keep doing Mula Bandha.
Yeah, so ideally what is said is Moola Bandha is a given thing when we're doing any pranayama. And Moola Bandha also doesn't require us to sit in Padmasana. We can sit in Vajrasana and do the Moola Bandha. So
Oh,
Moola Bandha is a basic thing ideally when we do any pranayama or any kriya.
thank you. Dhanyawad.
Good, thanks. Okay, anything else? Anyone else?
Thank you, Prabhat ji. Have a nice day.
Thank you, same to you. Thank you.
Namaste.